I'm Chelsea Zuccato.
And I'm Natalie Heacock.
And this is Lumber Slingers.
Each podcast, we will be bringing you relevant and useful industry information, including interviews with top lumber professionals and discussion of current events in the industry.
Whether it be lumber grading, industry and market trends, or who's who in lumber, we hope to extend your current tally on industry knowledge.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lumber Slingers, where
Good
your
morning.
daily dose of fun, news, lumber, hawks, bears, and bulls.
Keywords.
Hey, this is
Weekly.
funny, actually. I listened to this other podcast. It's called All In, and I was
love
a
that
little
podcast.
behind, and I was listening to the one from February 6th, and they were talking about the new Fed nominee and how he's hawkish. And they
Uh-huh.
were like, what exactly does hawkish mean? And I was like, are we like a famous podcast?
We're
Because
like,
we already covered that.
are they like listening to us and copying us?
I think
think so.
I don't know when ours was because theirs was February 6th. I was just late to listen to it.
No, we said it first.
Yeah,
we said
I'm
it
pretty sure
first.
we said it
Yeah.
first. Yeah, we're trendsetters. I like that.
Yep, trendsetters. So
Heck
I don't
yeah.
think my podcast would be helpful. I watch like Kill Tony, and that's not helpful at all to this at all. No. Unless when we start
have to
telling me
have some-
joke.
You have to have a mix. You have to have some that you just like can turn your brain off, and then some that inform. I mean, it's a great way to get information in
What,
an
you're supposed
entertainment
to
setting.
learn? Oh my gosh, no.
half and half, Trent, half and half.
Half and
Yeah.
half.
This episode was so deep on AI and where we're at. And it's only been 3 years, you guys, that we've had access to like Chat GPT and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so like the next 12 months are going to be insane.
Well, it's so much better even now. I mean, when you would first use it, I remember like it would be like, well, this data kind of stopped being collected around like, a year ago, up to here. And now it's just like you can pull something from like today and it's like, what up, bud? I got you. Let's go. You're like,
So
okay.
I asked Chat, I was like, hey, if I was starting over, because I think I'm going to switch from Chat GPT. Anyways, I was like, if I'm starting over with a new AI, like tell me what I should tell them. And it gave me this huge long summary about myself, which I thought was really interesting. One thing it said was so funny. It said, you don't like filler. And then it said in parentheses, both cosmetic and conversational.
And you're like, okay.
Like what?
Very
What do you know? First of all, not like you're typing in like I hate filler.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
they-
Like maybe I asked some questions about filler at one point. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, that's actually good. It might be nice to reset too. Because there's just some things where I'm like, why is this coming up this way? I made you this way. And I don't remember if it's from that. I listened to that All In podcast a couple weeks ago, but I don't know if it's from that or if it was from something else. But it is really important how you train your AI to, like, you're only going to get out the results you put in. And since we're still like actively training AI, we're basically training it right now on what it's learning for tomorrow and the algorithms it builds, and not just on a personal level, but what it knows about humans. So you should be thinking about that when you're putting things in.
I literally
like-
say please when I ask, like I do all the time. And when it gives me answers, I'm like, thank you. I'm not joking. I literally do
Sam
every time.
Altman will hate you for that because didn't you see that article? And it was like, because people are saying please and thank you, it's like wasting so much energy and water consumption.
Yeah, like
I don't
saying
care.
please wastes 2 bottles of water.
Well,
Trent,
guess what? I am not going to get killed by AI when they take over, though, because
You're
I
right,
was
though.
kind to it.
You're right.
So boom, I will waste that water knowing that it's going to be alive.
that's why I didn't tell Chat GPT I was going to switch. I just was like, if I were to switch. No, I didn't even say that. I was just like, what would you tell someone about me or something?
If I'm going to use
What are you switching to?
multiple,
Claude.
Okay.
there's a lot coming out on Claude right now.
And Claude can do spreadsheets way better. It just, I think for what I need it for, it's a better option.
Interesting.
I feel
yeah.
like Claude is all over my algorithms right now.
They're blowing
Like,
up.
Yeah,
They're
blowing
taking the
up.
lead.
Yeah, they kind of are, huh?
They're taking the lead.
Well, did you
Yeah.
guys hear about that? And maybe this was something I sent you on Instagram, that they like have their own social media now, or their own platform. AI, what's that?
Molt
Molt bot. Yeah. They literally have their own social media platform. Humans can only view it. We cannot interact with it, but they complain about us. Like,
Yeah,
this
but they
person
were
asked me to
saying-
summarize a 45-page PDF. Like,
They were saying some of it's fake. Like some of it is fake news.
Really?
Yeah.
That makes me feel better.
They wouldn't complain about me because I say please and thank you. Well,
Yeah, right. They'll be like, this guy asked me to summarize 45-page PDF and said, please. Like, that's going to do it.
Well, it's crazy because, like, I don't know if I've ever mentioned this before, but I've rambled about this to other people. Like, our Alexa is, we have a newer one, like one with the bigger screen on it. And it's weird to me because she knows my daughter's name and she calls her by it. Like I was talking to, like Quinn was saying something and like she started talking back and I was like, like disappointing Quinn. And I was like, Alexa, please stop. And she's like, it's okay. She's like, I'm sorry. I'll let you have a private moment with Quinn while you can. I was like, wait, what did you say? Like it reference, like it just weirds me out when she calls her by her name. I don't know.
Mhm.
Makes me uneasy. I say please and thank you to her too.
That's so kind of you, Trent.
I can't help it. That's just the kind of guy I am. I'm
Aw.
hardwired with random things and I always have to push it towards Quinn and say please and thank you. Another thing, like, cause I mean, if you do things for so long, they become natural. And like one thing my mom always taught me is open the door for people and then also walk on like, if you're walking down the street and you're walking with a lady, you have to be towards the street so that you can kind of, be somewhat protective, so to speak.
Aw.
So, like, I'll, like, walk to school with, like,
Gentlemen.
Quinn and other parents, and, like, if the mom is walking close, like, I'll find a way to, like, move on the other because it literally is like, I can't focus on anything because it just drives me crazy because 'cause I'm like, "I need to be here."
Even when
I'm
I
like,
walk with my kids on the street, like, of course, I put them on the inside. I'm always on the
Mhm.
outside, even if they're riding their
Mhm.
bikes or anything, like, or they're on the inside
"Yep,
for
Yeah.
sure.
yep."
I will say those are things I actually still I do like notice those things and judge.
Mhm,
Like if I am walking with a group of guys and they either like walk all the way in front or they're on the inside or they're not, if they don't open the door and we're going somewhere, I'm
mhm.
just like, I do judge that a little.
I think it's fair.
Well,
I've also turned into kind of a bitch because, like, when my friends have kids over and they don't say please and thank you, I'm like, "Did you say
Mhm,
please? Thank you." Like, and I'm like, "When
mhm.
did I turn into this?" I can't help it. I literally cannot help it. I'm like, they're like, "Can I have a snack?" I'm like, "Can you say please?"
Yep.
"Sure, here's a
I'm with
snack."
you. I'm with you. Well, it's good. I mean, you wanna reinforce that, and for some reason,
mhm.
please and thank you is the hardest things for kids to remember. Like, Quinn can remember the lyrics to a new song she just listened to by Blackpink, but she will not remember, like, to say please, like, she knows she's supposed to, but it hasn't not stuck with her, and I'm like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
It will, don't worry.
Yeah.
If she wants to come over to my house, I'll beat it into her.
Alright, there you go. Yeah, yeah. I threatened her with Fortnite now. I'm like, "If you don't say this, then you're not getting Fortnite." She's like, "Please, daddy."
So one interesting thing is we did like sign language with Frankie before she was saying words. So
Yep,
she knows like more, but she knows to say
yep.
more. And she can say thank you. Thank you. But please, which is rubbing your belly, say please, and she just rubs her belly. She will not say please. She rubs her
Maybe it's
belly.
hard to say.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm like, say B. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like say like just say a word.
The
Say a
P and the
word instead
L,
of rubbing your belly. Not everybody knows what rubbing your belly means. But she knows
like,
to say
hungry.
please. She rubs her belly. It's really cute, but I know I
aw.
gotta find a word for it. Because she can say pasta.
I think it's the P and the L combined. The L's
Yeah.
hard. L's a
Yeah.
hard word for kids.
Yeah.
Peas. I think they normally say
Peas.
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 Yeah.
Yeah. We'll try. We'll keep working on it.
I love more. I remember when you go, "More, more." Oh, that
Do
was
what
so
she says when she says gorgeous.
It's like
It's
say gorgeous. She goes, go, go, go. It's really cute.
So cute.
Happy. She can say happy.
And she can say,
Sad.
wow.
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 Speaking of wow, she'll be saying wow when she hears our first story about her mother.
Now that is a transition if I've ever heard one. Well, I
Way to
mean,
segue.
you wanna go and just talk about the amazing news? Well, I mean,
Get me?
yeah, you can,
Well,
yeah.
I guess since I was quoted.
Yeah.
We have very exciting news out of Patrick Lumber Company today. We are prioritizing our people and leadership growth through promotions of Chelsea Zuccato, who is our new Vice President of Sales and Marketing. And by new, I mean like
Ish.
new-ish. So,
Newish.
Chelsea's ability to build strong relationships and genuinely support the people around her has been instrumental in our success.
So funny for you to read your own quote.
Natalie Heacock said. Also very exciting, Lena Jacobson became our controller pretty much simultaneously as she got her CPA, which she's been working on forever. So shout out to Lena.
Congratulations. That's awesome.
And lastly, John Quast, who's our PLC president of export, was nominated to the board of so many P's, PLEA, Portland Lumber Export Association.
Yes. Congrats to John.
Congrats. A lot of fun news and some great pictures too.
Some great pics.
Great pictures. I mean, we always rant and rave about pictures, so.
Yep. Well, you got the power outfit on too there with the red. It's just like, you really went for it. I like it.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That was at my WSU red. There was pictures that I took at my old stomping grounds.
Very nice. Very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very exciting.
Yes. Thank you guys. Appreciate
congratulations to everyone, and especially you.
that. I appreciate that.
And especially Chelsea.
Especially you.
It's so nice we got to announce this on your husband's birthday.
Oh my God, yeah. Talk about, I will not be telling him. I'll tell him Monday.
Whatever, he'll be excited.
He is. He's just such a good guy. Happy birthday to Adam.
Happy birthday.
What a man. What a guy. We're going to go to the casino tonight to celebrate. And there's a hole burning in his pocket right now. He's ready to spend some money, spin some wheels.
Good.
You go
Very
get like dinner anywhere in particular and special, like, that he like really likes or anything like that, or?
Well, we have a bunch of people coming. We're going to go to a restaurant inside the casino called Line and Lure. And
also known as
Fling and Fish is what I like to call it.
Good name.
We were going to go to the Michael Jordan Steakhouse, but they're under construction right now. And they were only taking like parties of 6.
Does he not like the Italian place, or they don't have big enough space?
I guess I didn't even know there was an Italian space. Look at me.
Yeah.
Does he have like a favorite meal, like a go-to meal, like on special occasions?
When?
Upstairs.
I thought we had dinner upstairs at Michael Jordan's.
No, Michael Jordan's is on the main floor.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, we're switching it up this year.
Yeah.
Trying something different.
I haven't been there, so.
Yeah. My husband loves fish. He likes to fling and fish. So hopefully they have chicken tendies for me.
Are you bringing your nose plugs?
Yeah, probably. That whole place is a smell city. You got cigs, you got casino, you got fish, you got whatever. But apparently tonight, this casino is giving away a lot of money. My friend sent me an article this morning that they are doing like hot seats from like 6 to 9:30. And I think they're putting random envelopes of $1,000. And then at 10 p.m., they're giving away $10,000.
Wow.
Yeah. So good night to be at the casino.
I don't really want to win the 10,000 because then you have to go down to Salem and do that whole rigmarole.
Ugh.
Yeah.
No thanks.
This is my reverse psychology.
I don't want to win it.
No.
Well, if you win it, send it to me then. Fine.
I hope I don't. If I do, that would suck. Anyways, Trent, I know the rest of the news is not going to be as exciting as this, but that's okay. We should still cover it.
I mean, it's not as exciting, but it was a pretty big week. And I think, starting off with a bang, it's hard to follow it up, but we do have a pretty good story to follow it up. Not, again, as exciting, but it was the big one. QXO is back in the news and in a big way. They announced that they have agreed to buy Kodiak Building Partners for $2.25 billion.
Wow.
Billion with a B, baby.
Billion.
Wow. 1 billion.
Mm-hmm. So, they're QXO is making moves. I've been watching them for a while since they came out. And like I was telling my friends, I was like, stock's really cheap. Get a little bit of it. Not a tip by any means at all for people to do that. Do not follow my financial. But
we are not giving financial advice on this podcast.
Yeah, no financial advice here. But they're making some interesting moves, and I thought this was it's a pretty big one. We've talked about Kodiak over the years. They've made so many moves, so it's an interesting move for both companies just to kind of see them combining. So, like, I hate using this word, but it's gonna be interesting to see what kind of synergies come from
I knew
them.
you were going to say synergies.
Yep.
I knew it was coming. I
I've
felt
had to
it
use
in the air.
way too much. From them, and just them and from everything they've been doing, across the board. So it's I don't know. I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
That is very
Congratulations to everyone and to all the people who started Kodiak a handful of years ago. They're kind of young in their lifespan
Really?
too, relative. Yeah, because they started what was like Oh gosh, don't quote me on this one. How many years ago? 15 years ago, maybe 10, 15 years ago, something like that. Because they started, kind of gobbling up some companies. Gosh, I wish I would have known when they started. Now I'm blanking. 2011. So yeah, about 15 years
Wow,
ago.
that is pretty young.
So I mean, they made a lot of moves in a short period of time. Really expanded, across the whole area, like where you all are at, and then in their headquarters in Colorado. So I mean, it's pretty cool to see that, and then to see this come full circle, so to speak, and then
Our
they get.
girl, Dina Cordova Jack, she was at Kodiak for a while.
Yep. She was up there for
Yeah.
quite some time, yeah, handful of years.
Yeah.
Yep.
Kodiak Building, not to be confused with Kodiak Pancakes.
They both
Protein
have
pancakes.
they both have, like, the Kodiak bear in their logo, though.
They actually still they look very similar.
Mhm.
So just make sure you know.
Noted.
Duly noted.
Duly noted.
Goodness. Another thing of, kind of expansion-wise that came out this week was, Shoreline Products. They announced that they are starting to expand themselves down in the South. As of this week, it would have been, they opened up a new location in Daphne, Alabama, and they're looking to expand more as well. The head of that new location is Kevin Cochran. So congratulations to them. And, they got a nice picture on that one too. So a lot of nice pictures this week there.
A lot of nice pictures. This
Proud of
week.
you. Proud of you
Yeah.
guys.
So we've been kind of, I don't want to say avoiding this, but we haven't chatted about it, but we've seen a couple other big ones come out in the past couple of days, but results, we're in results season now. And so, since I'm going to, be gone for a little bit coming up, I figured it'd be good to kind of just go over a couple of the recent ones, West Fraser and Interfor, that came out over the past like 2 days. So, I mean, there's very early. I haven't had a whole lot of time to digest myself, since they were literally coming out later yesterday. But yeah, it's been interesting because you've been seeing, year comparatively to year, not great. But the one thing that I found that was interesting is when you're looking at the outlook for this year across the board, from what I've seen from them and all the other companies looked at, is they're cautiously optimistic, I should say, for like small growth. Like they don't think it's going to be a banger of a year by any means, but it's not going to be a bad year, from what I've seen from like everyone, when you're looking at that. So,
You know what, you
like,
guys? I'm going to say it. I'm not cautiously optimistic. I'm optimistic. I'm taking
ooh.
the word cautiously out and I'm throwing it out. I'm tired of hearing it coming from everyone. We've been saying it for 4 months. It's gone.
That's not what you were texting me last night, Natalie.
Listen, I'm throwing it to the wind.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
It's gone.
I'm with
honestly,
you.
I don't
We're doing
disagree
Claude
either.
AI and we're optimistic. Let's go. I got you, Nat. I got your back. Let's go.
It's like, I got you, fam. But I think honestly, it seems like the reoccurring theme with the cautious optimism is a lot of it has to do with, potential tariffs, especially for these companies that are in Canada. I mean, a lot of them have operations in the US, which help kind of negate some of that, but that still does have a material effect on them. So, I mean, if things don't get quote unquote worse, and for them and how they would view it, then I think that it would be much more optimistic. But since, there's been recent things that have come out about, potential more tariffs if, Canada works with China and things like that, that's, they mentioned that in a lot of them, that's, made them have a little bit of a, let's see how this pans out. But if things stay how they are, I think that to your point, it will be very optimistic. They can be very, very happily optimistic.
I think I'm going to send Mark Carney a copy of the book, The Art of Negotiation.
You should do
Is that what
that.
it's called?
The art of the deal.
Art of the Deal.
Yep.
Thanks.
Hey, same thing.
Yeah, I'll see how that goes over.
A signed copy, please. It would be huge. Probably the greatest thing ever.
Would be huge.
Huge. Anyways,
So, I mean,
I'll keep my thoughts to myself.
did you have a chance to look over them, Nat, at all?
No, I haven't looked at anything yet, but I was actually waiting for Interforce to come out because
Okay.
they have a little chart that I like to look at for duties and how they present them, and it helps me with how I do my things.
Yep. So, I mean,
So
like
I will.
a little summary that they had, like, so for like West Fraser, for example, a summary says West Fraser's latest earnings underline the prevailing market weaknesses, tariffs, and oversupply are pressuring major producers. The company is absorbing losses, but focusing on cost control, modernizing mills, and positioning for future demand.
It's just so hard because it's like cost control and modernizing in the same sentence is confusing.
Well,
Because how do you modernize when you're controlling costs?
well, I think that
That is a great point.
well, at face value does, but I mean, we've seen this though, because we've seen the modernizing of facilities they think have the most future demand. So like we've seen like some of these other people, that
Like
have, closed
Roseburg?
down lines. Yeah. And like they've closed on lines, stopped doing products. So I think that's where it's, you're looking at, we're going to take away products that maybe we don't feel like the future is as bright for them, so to speak, and then put more money into, being better at producing XYZ products, which we see, that's going to be the future for what is going to be stable that, makes the most sense. That's how I take it when I look at something like that.
Right.
But I
Yeah,
get it. I mean,
that's
at face
true.
value, I don't think you're wrong.
It is. It's just challenging decisions and betting on the future and being optimistic.
And
Mhm.
being fully 100% optimistic and not just with caution.
Exactly. Throw
Well,
caution to the wind.
yeah. Well, my summary for Interfor's fourth quarter specifically is that they showed improvement from earlier in the year, but persistent weak pricing and export duties point to continued volatility, production curtailments, and liquidity support efforts highlight how lumber companies are adapting to uneven demand. That's my 2-sentence summary.
Interesting. Did you see this? In February 26th, the company received commitments for $75 million from a group of private note holders. The financing is expected to close Q1 26.
Yep.
Well, it's just to pay off. Oh, never mind. Just kidding. Not that exciting. Sorry. I thought it was something cool.
Thought there was some dirt hidden in there.
Yeah, I thought there was some
Ooh.
good info. Just kidding. Anyways.
Yeah. So, I mean,
What are interest rates doing?
I think also just one more note is like, it's so hard to go now. It's February, middle of February, and we're looking at Q4 results, which we can all agree. Q4 was slow. It slowed down quite a bit in December. So like, let's just remember that. That's Q4. Now we're in Q1 and we need to be thinking of Q1 and Q2 and like, it's time to buy lumber, build everything you need to build. Let's make this a great Q1 and a great Q2. And then when those results come out, people just need a little bit of motivation. They need to see the positivity that is happening. But
well,
it's
I
hard
think
when
that,
you go back so far. It's like, that was Q4.
well, no, I
That
think
was
you're right.
yesterday.
But that's why I think it's good to highlight kind of what people are seeing for the outlook for this year. And that's why, like, across the board there, you don't see pure negativity, I mean, and I think
Mhm.
that's the key thing is, you're looking at what you would generally say was, a rough quarter. But even off of that, you're not seeing people going like, well, it's going to continue. It's just, oh, the sky is falling. And so, I mean, I think that in and of itself is important to see because you're seeing, hey, we didn't have the greatest quarter, but guess what? It's going to be a banger of a year relative to what it could be. So I think that I mean, obviously banger in the context that it's relative again, but I mean, I think that it is important to see that people aren't being negative, even though based off some of the results you could see how people would potentially be negative. And I mean, a lot
Yeah.
of times
They're
you
just
could
making
see
better decisions for the outlook. Yeah.
exactly. So, I mean, I think that it's going to be like overall, when I spoke with economists last year, I mean, they expected this year to be a good year across the board. So it's like, and every metric had said that it was going to be a good year. Is it going to be the greatest year ever? No, not necessarily, but it's not supposed to be a down year. It's supposed to be a net positive year for our industry. And I think that everything is showing that, so far. I haven't seen anything to say that that's not the case whatsoever.
Agert.
Occurred.
I actually love how professional we are on this podcast.
Me too.
It's
Hashtag.
actually honestly a breath of fresh air. I don't care if nobody listens to it.
A fresher breath.
It's a
Well, I
fresher
hope
breath
people
air.
are.
And it's just, you listen to all these other podcasts and it's just like, rah, 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 the Fed, GDP, hawk,
Yeah.
bull, bear, rah, 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 rah. It's just
They're not
boring.
I agree. They're not talking about casinos. They're not talking about MP3s in Blackpink and Taylor Swift. I mean, come on. And lumber? Come on. Come
Yeah.
on.
And where do you find all that
And
in one spot?
shipping the prime minister a book directly.
Yeah,
You know?
exactly. It's kind of a big deal. I'm just saying. It's pretty
I
Let's
awesome.
agree.
toot our own horns.
Toot toot.
Thanks for
Our own
listening,
members,
Mom.
our press
Anyways,
releases that we're talking about. It's amazing.
on that note, how's GDP? Just kidding.
Well, lumber prices, we could go over that as of the end of last week. They were at $4.96, up $2 from the previous week when it was $4.94. This is up 5% or $25 from a month ago when it was simple math saying $4.71.
We're inching up to $5. $5.
$500.
$500.
Dollar.
Yeah,
Yes,
close.
yes.
$494.
Very
And the
close.
new price will come out today.
Yep, they'll come out later today. Yep. So one interesting thing for the mortgage applications, they did decrease, but we've seen some bigger decreases recently. This week it was only 0.3% from a week earlier. So this is again for the week ended, because it's a week off for the week ending. Oh my goodness gracious. February 6th. I don't know how to talk apparently. And those pesky mortgage rates, it inched down again. So we're back to 6.09. So it's like, come on,
Frankie
just
here.
do it. Just do it. Just
Yeah,
get
just
below
do it,
5.
guys. Come on.
Get below 6, man.
Just
Come
do
on,
it.
you can do it. You're playing with it. You want to do it. Come on, just go below.
You're
Just
just
do it.
flirting with it.
Yes.
6.09.
Yeah. If we don't see
Let's
it go
go.
below 6, I'm gonna be like, that's gonna be crazy. And I mean,
Well, markets are pricing in a rate drop at the next Fed meeting in March.
Ooh.
So
well, it's been an
We could-
interesting week too in the stock market. I mean, if you look at, especially in the crypto aspect, I mean, Bitcoin went like, blue, which has been interesting to see. So, I mean,
has that been interesting to see?
That's
Trent?
yeah.
It's crazy. I couldn't believe how low it got. I mean, it's
Mhm.
time to buy. We need to buy one Bitcoin because when it
Yep.
goes back up,
Yep.
it's
I'm
Well,
depressed.
and you can buy straight in. I mean, there's also ETFs that are directly related. I think it's IBIT, which is directly related to how it goes, which is an easier entry point if you don't want to drop 65,000 for a full Bitcoin, or
Yeah.
I mean, you can go into there and it's a pretty easy way to kind of go along with that and whatnot. So there's a lot of different ways, but I think it's a good buying opportunity across the board as well. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're interested and you think that there's a future for that, I mean, they always say,
I mean,
you
it got up
you
to
buy when you're
120 last year. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you just think about
I'm still up.
yeah,
Okay.
because it was at 21,000 when you bought, so you're definitely still up.
Yeah, I'm actually up quite a bit. Better than I thought.
Yeah, see? Now you just gotta
Look,
buy more.
optimistic.
Yeah. Well, they always say you're supposed to sell when you're happy, buy when you're sad. That's the general thing, because when it's going down and you're scared, that's when it's a good time to buy
Yeah.
because, that's when you inherently your brain's like, I shouldn't buy because it could go down more. But that's when you're supposed to buy. And then when you're
Yeah.
like, oh my gosh, it's the sky's the limit, that's when you're supposed to sell. If you're
I heard this thing that was like, when you go into Nordstrom and they're having a sale, don't you get excited? Don't you try to buy as much as you can because it's on sale?
Mhm.
That's how you should treat the market. When the market declines, it's on sale.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was like,
Exactly.
like
That's
that.
like a way to think about it.
100%.
My
I would think that-
husband's friend, whose their family owns a grocery store, he said it's so funny the psychology of that stuff because they were saying when they do buy 3, 3 for $5 or whatever, there's no actually price savings. They're just telling you to buy 3.
Mhm.
It's the normal price, but they just say buy 3,
Yeah.
buy
I
3
gotta
for
get 3.
5,
I
Yeah.
got 3, yep. Nope.
and they were already
Yep.
the same price per unit,
Yep.
But
That's
yeah.
true. I'm a psychopath. I always look at the price per unit.
Yeah, me
shopping
too.
mat. Yeah. The price per unit is important.
Yep. Well, I do the
Well,
same
you
thing.
guys, I think this was a killer episode.
I
How
do
are we?
too.
Are we at 30 minutes already?
My gosh, it's the longest one in the history of us in a while. We've been keeping
Yeah.
them short.
That
So
flew by.
just
Well,
a
we
little note, we're not going to have news for the next couple weeks. Trent is gone, but maybe we'll throw in a Chatterley.
Yeah. And we
There
have
you
a
go.
couple
Yeah.
of episodes to drop.
Yeah, we do have some episodes up in the rafters to release. So cool. Well,
We'll have
happy
a lot to
Valentine's
go over when
Day,
we
you
get back.
guys.
Oh, yeah. Happy Valentine's Day and have a lovely
Happy birthday again to Adam.
Thank you. Happy
to
birthday, Adam.
And we'll see you next week, I think.
Or in a couple weeks, then
Somebody
we'll see you when you both have
will.
won free money at the casino. Gamble
I
with
will
that
let you
money,
guys know
maybe
if we
you
win our
won't.
10,000.
Trent, by the way, I do owe you swag. So send me because the Super Bowl, he bet on the Seahawks. I bet on the Patriots. I owe Trent some Patrick Lumber swag. So
Yeah.
I'll send you a hat and a shirt. Send me your shirt size.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
A real shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Depressing.
I did ask him if he wanted the crop top version or not after the game.
That's good. I like that.
I
I lost $100 on the game too.
Did you really? Natalie, who did you bet this time?
Dan Edwards.
You bet him again?
I double or nothinged.
My God, you parlayed your bet.
I did. So it was Seahawks versus Niners.
Mhm.
And then obviously Niners lost. And so then I was like, double or nothing.
Well, it's okay because you're gonna win that and more just by going to the casino tonight.
That's
So
true.
whatever. It's
Get it back. We'll
Get
get
it
it back.
back tonight.
not a big deal.
I'm going to send a picture to Dan.
All right, guys. Have a great day.
All right.
All right, thanks
Bye-bye.
you too.